Hello everybody, I'm gonna do the short release highlights for the latest patch, the Godspawn, and this is the official release notes that they announced with the update. And as you can see, they also added a highlights part for the release notes, which will be easier for me to explain what's happening in the latest patch. Basically, the new update is focused on the new story part for the latest Chanter Wilds expansion. We didn't technically get a new map with this update, but we have Convergences and Raids that are included in this patch. So they are kind of like a map. And as you can see, the Mount Balrair raid with bosses and unique rewards is now available, as well as the convergence part of the same map. And we get the new legendary spear. It would take some time to craft the legendary spear if we don't buy the items that we can get from the hard quests. I'll show the items later on. We have a new mastered here for the Handiwork crafter, and we didn't get any other masteries for this one, so we just have to get 5 master points and open the Handiworker crafting. Adept's part of the Handiworker crafting. And with the Adept Handiworker crafting, we also get new decorations for our homesteads. We have 6 new relics, and we can now purchase the Woad Armor, which was specific to World vs. World in the Lowland Shore. There are some updates to older maps and new utility stations. I'll show them later on as well. And some quality of life updates that has been added to World vs. World. I was thinking these updates would come in a later patch, but they added this World vs. World updates now, which is actually quite nice. I'll read that part as well. I already read some of them. And I'm going to skip these parts. They are just mainly focused on the fixes and minor changes in the open world. The first thing that I want to mention is the Wizard's Vault. So the old Wizard's Vault is changed with the new items and new cosmetic gear, and they also made changes for the legendary starter kits. Like I said, I'll show these later in a different part of the video, but I'll quickly summarize what's going on in the patch notes here. So we have new rewards for the new convergences and raids and story, which we would expect anyway. So it's basically it's a new part of the expansion, Chanter Wilds expansion. And the other general update is concerning with the old part of the maps, like Verdant Ring, like the Heart of Thorns and the Fire parts. And we can get new items from the Hero's Choice chest that we can craft items in our homesteads. The Lowland Shore and Jantier Sindri has new changes to the events and hard quests, how they function in the maps, and we have some changes to the Secrets of Obscure maps and old convergences. And it's not just we get new raid, but there are some fixes for the old raids, which shows us the developers are working on the old parts of the content as well as the new parts, which is nice to hear. And we have some personal story additions, and we have some item changes. It's not changes, but we have some additions to the functions of the old items. Other than that, we have 6 new relics, as they mentioned earlier in the post, in the developer post that they showed us, and we are going to get 6 more for the next 2 updates for the Chanter Wilds expansion. And this is the World vs. World changes. And I mean, I want to mention the new collection for the World vs. World and the new function, how the defense portion of the World vs. World will change, because it's almost impossible to get a defense in World vs. World, and they changed how we get participation for the defenses in the World vs. World. And we have some new infinite versions of the blueprints, which would make full-time commanders' life easier to just have these infinite blueprints in their inventory instead of having stacks of other old sieges. And since I'm mentioning the old sieges, they combined all sieges, basic, superior, and guild sieges into one siege, so there won't be any different types of sieges in the World vs. World. And I also want to mention, it would be nice to have skins for these sieges, but you know, it would be difficult to make it, but it will be nice to see different type of skins on sieges, like a Christmas themed siege decorations. It will be nice. And for the profession skills, they are mainly focused on the competitive ones again. They changed some scaling on the skills, and they don't reflect on the open world. They are mostly in PvP and for versus world. And that is pretty much it for the introduction of this game updates. I'm going to show the detailed section of the how these updates reflected in the game later on. And the first thing that I want to mention is the new weapon collections. I mean, they are not new, but they added the achievements for these collections now, like the Ursun ornament, this one. They just added this one. And also, moon ones and the Serpent's Wrath weapon collections. These weapons were in the game before, but they didn't have any collections related to them, so they just added these weapon collections in the game. I already have all 3 weapon collections. It's easy to get these. You can buy them from hard quests, and the person ones you can buy them from this NPC, and they also drop a lot in the open world in the Lowland Shores part of the map, so it shouldn't be a problem to get these. And probably most of the players who play the new expansion already have these weapon collections completed. Another change they added with this update for the Gentile Wilds expansion is a new Wizard Salt. We know that Wizard Salt changes after specific time passes, like the 98 days. After 98 days we are going to get a new Wizard Salt, and we have new special achievement, special missions for this Wizard Salt. I've been saving my Astral claims to this reset. You can just finish your dailies and your specials from previous Wizard's Vault and save your weekly, which I already finished, for this new Wizard's Vault. So the new additions to the Wizard's Vault is, one of them is the Warclaw skin. This looks pretty cool. I like the Journekin one better, but this one is also nice. New dog bench chair. I guess this is for the people who don't like the cats, because we already got the cat chair. I like the cat one, by the way. And new spider themed selection box. We have the same spider weapons that we had before, but in a different color. And rest of the Roadstalker skins. And another change to the Wizard Vault is these all reset from the previous Wizard Vault. And now we can buy this one, and we can choose Gift of Might or Gift of Magic from these ones. As you can see, it used to give Might or Magic randomly. now it became a choice to get a Gift of Might or a Gift of Magic. And if you saved your old legendary weapon starter sets, I think they also changed them too, if you didn't open them. So you have to check if you did or not. And if you did, you can just get the missing one from this one and craft your legendary like that. Another thing is these two are now different than the old ones. These now give out an ascended gear that you can choose a stat from the item itself, and they said it will have more options to choose because the old ones had the specific sets in the chest, but now we just get an ascended piece of armor and we are going to choose the stats we want from these. And why not? I'm just gonna buy these. And to buy these, I am going to finish the weekly. Yay.
All shiny.
And what should I start? I actually want to start these. I don't like the chest that much, but legs look... Yeah, the leggings look great. I wish I'd buy these. I didn't know. I failed at math. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, these are the changes for the Wizard's Vault. And I'm going to continue with something else now. In the Moon Camp, you can see the Moon Camp here. In the Moon Camp, we have now these stations that we can fill our Jade Power Charge and get Offensive Protocol and Defensive Protocol. You can max your Offensive Protocol to... if I remember correctly, it should be 3 hours. Let's try here. Yeah, it should be around 3 hours. And it's pretty easy, you just charge it here, use them, and if you want to change something in your Jade Bot, you can just use this workbench. And that's a nice addition to the Chanter Wilds part of the map. And another vendor change is the Woad Armors. Like I said, these were World vs. World specific ones that we used to have only in the World vs. World, but now they added these Woad Armors in this vendor. It's again located in the Moon Camp. We just need Amalgamated Essence and 15 coins. I still prefer to get it from the World vs. World reward track. Like, not this one. Let me see, this one. It's easier to get it from here. We don't have to spend so much gold to just complete this reward track and get the Woad Armor. But it's an addition to players who don't do World vs. World. So we also have the new Assisted Refining NPC here. It's again next to the Offensive Protocol and Defensive Protocol. This is this NPC, Assisted Crafting NPC. It's kind of like Lear in the Wizard's Tower. This Assisted Refining one is focused on the new Legendary Spear that we got. And while mentioning that, I also want to show this. This is the new Legendary weapon. Gharr. I don't know if it's the correct pronunciation, but this is a new Legendary weapons achievement, and there are more achievements related to this one. It's probably open after we buy some of these items, and these items, some of them we need to finish the Homestead, and some of them are related to the story. It would take some time to actually finish this item if you don't buy them from the Black Lion because this Shard of Lowland Shores and Shard of Gentle Sindri is only purchasable 7 times a week, and you need around 100 of them, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you need 100 of them for this legendary gift that you need to craft for the legendary spear. I'm going to make another video about how to craft the legendary spear later on, but this is the new addition to the Gentle Wilds with this update, Godslayer update. I just finished the hard quest for this one. We have some new items in this vendor, but these are the old ones. I just want to mention here that we have Lowland Codon expertise again, but we have a new icon for the Lowland Codon expertise. And I'm gonna hide the cat for a while. It's the same buff, we just get a new icon for this one. And cat is back. Other than that, we have new additions to the recipe books that we can buy from this NPC. These are the old ones, since we have the new mastery and the work crafting mastery. We get new recipes from these NPCs. So let's just buy these. Other than that, this is the same, and this is the latest thing that we got from this NPC. So I'm guessing these are shared between all 3 hard quest vendors, and we can buy 7 of these each week. As you can see, you can buy 7 more per account this week. So I'm gonna buy them.
Mine. All mine.
And I'm gonna check the other vendors as well. I just wanna try this. I didn't finish this hard quest. We can still buy stuff from this hard quest. We just can't buy these ones. And we have new Relic of the Beehive in this hard quest. Other than that, again, we have some new Homestead recipe books. We can still buy them. I didn't finish the hard quest for this one. And we can actually buy 7 more. So yeah, these aren't shared between the vendors, but I'm guessing it will be cheaper if we finish the hard quest. Does this cost 3 and 3? Let me finish the hard quest and I'll return back to you. So let's talk with this one again. Yeah, if you finish the hard quest, these prices will go down, and you can still buy 7 of them from this hard NPC as well. So it's not map oriented, so you can buy 7 from this one, 7 from the first one I showed you, and there is 1 more after this one. You can buy that from that NPC as well. I'll show the location, but I'm not going to do that one. It's here. I actually finished that hard quest before. Yeah, I did this morning. Yeah. Let me just come here and make sure. And we can buy, yeah, this one as well. So each week we can get 21 of them, and we need 100 shards of the Lowland Shore. Yeah, we need 100 shards of the Lowland Shore for the legendary spear. While I'm at it. Okay. So that's it for the Lowland Shores vendors. This will be same for the Gentle Sindri, the northern part of the map, so I'm not gonna put that part, but I'm guessing it will function the same way with that map. In this vendor, we got new relic. We actually have 6 new relics, and one of them is purchasable from here. One of them is in the storage achievement, and one of them is in the convergences. We have 2 in art vendors. This is the coin vendors in both maps. This one we can get from a art vendor. This one, yeah, this one is also a art vendor one, and this one is the Gharr. It's in our homesteads, we can purchase it in our homesteads from Gharr. They added new convergences with this update for the Gentle Wilds expansion. We have again the option to enter with a squad or option to enter with a public convergences like the old one, but these convergences cycle around 3 hours. Yeah, in 3 hours for the next Gentle Wilds convergences, and I think it's an hour and a half for this convergence and the old convergence. So if we finish this convergence, there will be an old convergence in an hour and a half. Yeah, and we have some... where is it? Achievements for the new convergences. It's kind of like the old one. We have some repeatable ones that we get Rift Essences from, and some new ones where we get an Relic as well as some other items, which includes a combat tunic. And if we finish this one, I'm guessing this will be a repeatable version of this one, so we won't be getting the Relic and the combat tunic again and again from this one. I mean the repeatable one. And this also has some weekly achievements, which reward the same things like the old convergences, and the currencies for this convergence and old convergence are similar, like we are just getting Rift Essences from both convergences. So another thing they added with this update is the newest raid to the Guild Force 2. This is the Wing 8, and you can access this raid from Lion's Arch Aerodrome, but the actual entrance is here in the Gentle Sentry, located in the Sulphur Springs. If you did the story, we interact with the Godspawn here in this location, and I'm guessing that's why the raid is located here. And the NPC for this raid is located outside the actual entrance of the raid. We can buy these after we kill the respective bosses for in the raid itself. And this is Decimus, this is Gharr's, and this is Ura's weapons. There is an achievement with them. Yeah, there should be a raid achievement for that one, and it's located in the raids. Yeah, these are the artifacts that we can get from the bosses if we kill them in the raid, if we are lucky, or we can just buy them from this NPC. And these are the decorations, and I'm guessing these are the new weapon sets that could drop from the bosses in the raid. And like I said, this is the latest one, the Wing 8, and we can also access this in the Aerodrome. I can show that one actually too, and yeah, let's do that. Yep. So this is the raid entrance that is located in the Lion's Arch Aerodrome. It's the 8th wing of the raids. And yeah, the vendor is not located here, so you can buy the items from the actual location of the raid. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the raids. I almost forgot this one. This is the coolest thing that they added with this update. So let's keep it here. So if you remember this Wizard's Tower, portable Wizard's Tower exchange, we can access the vendor for the Gharr's items, and now they just added the option to have these, all of them, in the portable one, this one, Wizard's Tower exchange. I used to go to the, I don't know, what was that? Eye of the North and the Harborstone to get these two reach these two vendors, but now we can just click Heart of Maguma and get the vendor for the Heart of Maguma. And if we click the Crystal Desert, we get the vendor for the Crystal Desert one. I sometimes convert these Eternal Ice Shards to Tyrion's Defense Seals to get the discounted items from the Tyrael Defense Seal vendor, and I think it's worth it. I sometimes do strikes, alt strikes give Eternal Ice Shards, and I have some alt characters in the Woad Armor that I get Eternal Ice Shards from the chest there. And other than that, we can reach the Kanta ones here. Like these ones, I don't like spending these for the items that are sold here, but we can exchange some of these items that we can get from the Hero's Choice chests. And again, this is the NPC, the main NPC that is located in the Wizard's Towers itself. I already bought stuff from this NPC. I always buy the weekly ones. And there is no other addition to this NPC. I mean, there are some changes with the prices for some items that we can get from this NPC, but that's pretty much it. But I really like the fact that they added the Kanta and the Crystal Desert one here. It will be so much fun to use this one, and there is an option for Gent here and anywhere else, so they will keep adding new stuff to this NPC with the upcoming expansions. So they added new utility crafting stations to these Master Artificers in the Line Search, and there you can find them in other places of the area, but it's easier to find them here. The Master Weapon Suite, Master Artificer, and also the Master Huntsman. The only ones that sell them are the weapon crafting ones, and these are the new crafting stations that they added. They are a bit pricey, but you just have to buy them once and you have them forever. So it shouldn't be a problem. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy all of them, but I want to buy the Demon Slaying one because they said they changed they changed how the Demon Slaying potion works, so they now affects the Titan spawn as well. If you want to do the raids, the mobs in there are Titan spawn, and I'm guessing these Demon Slaying stations would work with them as well. And like I said, I'm gonna buy this one, and this character is Artificer, so I can see how to craft them. Demon Station. Oh. I didn't use it. Oh yeah. Let's see. Demon Slaying Station. These ones. I'm guessing these are all the same, but uses a different type of ascended material, I'd say. So I need powerful potion of demon slaying, and I can't craft them. So yeah, you're gonna need 20 of these, and it will give a demon slaying station which you can place and everybody can use this. It will give like 10% bonus to demons, cryptids and titan spawns, which is quite a lot actually. It might be better than most of the utilities. If I remember correctly, they gave like 7% or something. We'll see, but this looks nice. It's an option to make this one. This is another thing that they added to the Guild Wars 2 with the latest update. And if you use this item, there's a jungle grass seed. This is required to craft decorations in our homesteads, and I guess in the guild walls as well. They added items like these to all maps. I'm constantly doing this event, the Matriarch event, in the Verdant Ring, so that's why I have 51 of these. I didn't know they are going to add something to this. I'm just lucky. If I want to craft something with these jungle grass seeds, I can just get this and use it at my homestead. And we can sell these as well. Not bad. Yeah, this event, just killing the Matriarch boss, gives us these Hero's Choice boxes. So I also want to mention the vendors for the raids. They added the pieces for the drops that we get from the bosses, and they also added silver versions of the trophies. I already showed it for the newest wing, but they did this for all the wings that we already did, and you need to have the handworker, the latest handworker mastery to craft these ones. We have some changes in the homestead as well. One of them is the Adept Handworker crafting mastery. We need to get 5 mastery points to get our handworker crafting to adept rank, I guess. Yeah, adept rank. And with adept we are going to have more decorations for our homes. The Gharr also sells some new items. One of them is this one. And to open this relic we need to actually finish the mastery before. And we now have silver and just the shatter piece, for example, the piece of the item recipe we can get from Gharr. Also, there is the Shard of the Homestead, which we'll be needing for the legendary spear that we can buy from Gharr. And like I said, other than that, we have adept decorations. I haven't got the mastery yet, but we have a bunch of new stuff that we can craft from this workbench. And there will be more decorations for our homestead. Another thing that I want to mention is the World vs. World changes. So they changed the weekly and some of the functions of the defense mechanic works in the World vs. World. I'm gonna start with the weekly ones, and I'm gonna mention the blueprints later. So this is the newest weekly. It's not new, but they changed the defender ones, so we don't have to defend towers and keeps now. We can defend any objectives, and we get participation easier for those defense objectives. Like, we just have to... There was an issue with the defense before. It's nearly impossible to get participation for the defense events, but now it's easier. And other than they be getting easier, they also make the defense for the weeklies easier. We just have to defend 5 times, and if we did the defense 5 times, we get another section for that defense, and we can do them again, and they'll both count differently for the weekly. So it will be much easier to earn the weekly now. Even if we don't get the Stone Mist, we can get the defender easily, and that way we can get our weekly easily. And another thing they added for the World vs. World is the infinite blueprints. They added one blueprint for one infinite blueprint for each siege weapon, and you can get these infinite blueprints if you finish the Infinite Siege Golem achievement, for example. There are some things that you need to do for the achievement to get the infinite one. It will probably take some time to get the infinite ones, but once you get the infinite ones, it will be much easier to command a squad of people, or just even roaming. You can just drop your infinite siege blueprints and capture a tower. Probably it will be much easier than before, but I know I'm not sure, yeah, they changed the health and defense of the tower and keep lords to match. They will be kind of like the keep lord in the Stormist castle. It will be much harder to kill it, but that way the defenders can actually do something about it. I know sometimes we like two-person or even a single person can get a keep or a tower even without realizing the team without realizing them being there. Like it takes 5 minutes to get the Power Lord, and once you have to realize that the tower is under attack and you have to go there, it takes some time, but now with those changes it will be easier to defend towers and keeps. Other than that, there is a change to the Omega Golem, but before that I want to mention there are no different types of sieges now. Like they removed basic, guild and superior and then combined them into a single one. Now you can make these, you can exchange your old blueprints for the new ones, but now you can just throw them at I can't talk. Yeah, so yeah, basically you can just combine these blueprints into a single one, and there'll be one type of blueprint for each siege weapon. There are some new additions to Blackline Trading Company, like this skiff skin. They just added this one, and there are some new promotions that you can check out if you want to buy anything from here. Also, the contents of the Blackline chests are changed. We have now the Abyss Stalker, right? Abyss Stalker weapons here. And as rare, we got Snow Garden ones. And this one we had from the previous one, and this one we just got it. It's a spear skin. It looks cool. With this spear skin we can actually make some cool like cosplays, like Zeus or something like that. But personally I know I don't like it. But if you like this one, you should definitely get it. It's fine. It's a different idea, I'd say. And with that said, it's pretty much it, and hope you enjoyed it. Please like and follow if you did, and I'll see you in my next video.